Travis Hunter, the rising star everyone thought had it all, just shocked the entire world with a confession no one saw coming. After 3 years of marriage, countless public displays of affection, and endless social media posts painting the picture of a perfect couple, Travis has come forward to reveal the jaw-dropping reason he decided to smash and dump his wife in a move that has left fans reeling and the internet in total meltdown. The news didn't just break, it exploded, sending shockwaves through the sports world, celebrity blogs, and even dividing his closest family and friends. Some say it was jealousy, others whisper it was betrayal, and a few claim the real story is far darker than anyone could imagine. But Travis himself, through explosive statements and dramatic revelations, has made it clear. There was no turning back. Behind closed doors, the fairy tale marriage wasn't what it seemed. Heated arguments, broken trust, and shocking betrayals boiled over until Travis reached his breaking point. Now, for the first time, he's pulling back the curtain and letting the world in on why he walked away, leaving fans stunned and his wife blindsided. And trust me, you're not ready for what he had to say. When the cameras were off and the stadium lights went dark, the picture-perfect marriage of Travis Hunter and his wife began to slowly unravel. Fans always saw the smiling couple on Instagram, posting romantic date nights and beach vacations. But behind those curated snapshots, the tension had been building for months. Travis himself later admitted that the love story wasn't quite as magical as it appeared. It all began with whispers of jealousy. Travis was at the peak of his career, gaining fame, endorsements, and a massive following, while his wife was struggling to find her own lane. What started as supportive words slowly twisted into arguments that cut deeper than anyone expected. One night, after a particularly emotional game, Travis came home to find her scrolling through comments on social media. She looked up at him and said, "Everyone only cares about you. What about me? Do you even see me anymore?" Those words, filled with hurt, stuck in his head. Friends close to the couple revealed that arguments like this were becoming more frequent. She wanted more attention, more control, and more recognition, while Travis wanted peace and balance. The love that once drew them together was slowly turning into a battlefield. But that wasn't the breaking point. Things escalated during a family dinner that was supposed to bring everyone together. Travis's mother reportedly noticed the tension and asked gently, "Is everything okay between you two?" Instead of brushing it off, his wife snapped, "Maybe you should tell your son to stop acting like a stranger in his own home." The entire table fell silent. Forks froze in midair, and Travis sat there stunned. His father tried to calm things down, but the damage was already done later that night. Travis confronted her about humiliating him in front of his family. "Why would you say that?" he asked. Her response was sharp, "'Cause I'm tired of pretending everything is fine when it isn't. You think football is your whole world, but what about me? What about us?" Emotions ran high, voices rose, and by the end of the argument, Travis left the house just to breathe. The following weeks became a cycle of temporary makeups and even bigger fallouts. Fans began noticing that the couple who once shared everything online were suddenly quiet. No joint posts, no affectionate captions, and no public appearances together. Rumors started swirling, and blogs speculated whether trouble was brewing in paradise. The tension boiled over when Travis discovered something that completely shook him. He claimed he found messages on her phone that hinted at more than just casual conversations with someone else. According to insiders, the texts were filled with laughter, late-night check-ins, and emotional support that should have been reserved for her husband. While there was no hard evidence of an affair, the emotional intimacy was undeniable. Travis confronted her directly, showing her the messages and asking, "Is this what we've come to? Is this what you've been hiding?" She didn't deny it outright. Instead, she fired back, "Maybe if you were around more, I wouldn't have needed someone to talk to." That one sentence, fans say, was the ultimate dagger. Travis, who had always prided himself on loyalty and dedication, felt betrayed beyond words. His teammates noticed he became quieter, more reserved during practices, carrying the weight of his personal life on the field. One teammate even revealed in an interview, "We could see it in his eyes. Something was eating him alive, but he never wanted to talk about it." As the fights grew uglier, so did the accusations. His wife accused him of being selfish, of choosing fame over family, while Travis accused her of undermining him, of needing constant validation, and of not respecting his sacrifices. Both sides threw words that left scars too deep to heal. The turning point came during a heated argument that neighbors reportedly overheard. Voices were raised so loudly that someone nearby said it sounded like they were tearing each other apart. During that fight, Travis is said to have shouted, "I can't do this anymore. I've given you everything, and it's never enough." Her reply was equally cutting. "Maybe you never gave me what I actually needed." After that night, Travis made the decision that would shock fans everywhere. He packed a small bag, left the house, and stayed with a close friend. For 3 days, he cut off communication with her completely. During those days, he reflected on everything, the love they once had, the sacrifices he made, and the betrayal he felt. When he finally returned, it wasn't to reconcile. It was to tell her the marriage was over. The announcement devastated both families. His parents were heartbroken, having believed their son had found a lifelong partner. Her side of the family accused Travis of being cold and ungrateful. The division was clear. And the drama only deepened when friends started taking sides. Social media exploded once the news leaked. Fans flooded comment sections with disbelief. "I thought they were couple goals," one wrote. Another said, "This just proves you never know what's really happening behind the smiles." The internet was divided. Some defended Travis, saying no one should tolerate betrayal, while others accused him of giving up too easily. But what no one knew was that this was only the beginning of the storm. The real reasons behind the split, the shocking accusations yet to come, and the explosive statements Travis would later make would turn this from a private breakup into one of the most talked about dramas of the year. And, as Travis himself hinted, there are things people don't know. Things that would change everything. The storm truly began when Travis decided to speak out publicly. After weeks of silence, he went live on social media late one night, his face heavy with emotion, his tone darker than fans had ever heard before. Tens of thousands tuned in within minutes, flooding the comments with questions, desperate for answers. Travis leaned into the camera and said slowly, "I stayed quiet because I wanted to protect her. But the truth? It hurts too much to keep inside." Fans were glued to their screens as he revealed the chaos inside his marriage. He explained how the messages he discovered weren't just friendly banter, but a constant flow of emotional intimacy between his wife and another man. It wasn't about whether she crossed the line physically, Travis said, his voice trembling. It was about the fact that she already gave her heart to someone else. And once that happens, how do you come back from it? The live session erupted with comments. Some fans cheered him on, telling him to stand strong, while others begged him not to destroy her reputation without proof. But Travis wasn't finished. He went on to detail how he tried to salvage things, tending couples counseling, buying her gifts, and planning vacations. But nothing seemed to heal the growing gap. He claimed she grew colder, more distant, and sometimes even dismissive of his efforts. One night after a session with a counselor, he asked her point blank, "Do you even want this marriage anymore?" And her silence, he said, was the answer he had been avoiding all along. After that live, everything exploded. Gossip sites ran headlines calling it the betrayal of the year. Fans flooded her social media with harsh comments, accusing her of breaking Travis's heart. In response, she posted a cryptic story that read, "There are always two sides. Don't believe everything you hear." That one post sparked a firestorm. People began dissecting every detail, speculating who the mystery man was, and questioning whether Travis was exaggerating. Family members quickly got involved. Travis's sister took to Twitter and wrote, "My brother gave everything to that woman, and this is how she repays him. Shameful." Meanwhile, one of her cousins fired back, saying, maybe if he wasn't so focused on being a celebrity, things would have been different. Suddenly, what started as a private split turned into an all-out family feud, with both sides airing dirty laundry for the world to see. The drama deepened when a supposed friend of his wife came forward in an interview, claiming that she had confided in her about feeling neglected and invisible in the marriage. According to this friend, she said, "Travis loves the game more than he'll ever love me." Fans couldn't believe their ears. Was this really what broke them apart? But then came the twist no one saw coming. Days later, an anonymous tip reached one of the biggest celebrity blogs, alleging that Travis had been spotted at a nightclub with a mystery woman just weeks before the split. Photos surfaced of him sitting close to a woman whose face was blurred, and suddenly the narrative shifted. Had Travis been hiding his own secrets while painting himself as the victim? Travis quickly addressed the rumors, denying any infidelity on his part. He admitted to being at the nightclub, but insisted it was an innocent night out with friends. "I didn't cheat. I didn't betray her. I was the one betrayed," he told reporters. Still, the photos fueled speculation, dividing fans even further. As the accusations piled up, their private arguments became public theater. Leaked voice notes began circulating online, allegedly capturing one of their heated fights. In one clip, a woman's voice, believed to be hers, shouted, "You think being famous makes you a man? You can't even be a husband." In another, a man's voice, sounding like Travis, yelled back, "Ah! And you think talking to other men makes you a wife?" Whether the clips were real or fabricated, they spread like wildfire. The situation escalated so far that even his teammates, and coaches started getting dragged into the mess. During one press conference, a reporter asked Travis if the drama was affecting his performance on the field. He gave a tight smile and replied, "Football has always been my escape. But I'm human too." Behind the scenes, though, insiders revealed he was struggling to focus, torn between heartbreak and anger. Then came another bombshell. His wife filed a public statement claiming she had endured years of being sidelined in her own marriage. She painted herself as the one who was emotionally abandoned, saying, "I was married to a man who loved the crowd more than he loved his family. I felt like a stranger in my own home." Her words turned the spotlight back on Travis, raising uncomfortable questions about whether he had unintentionally neglected her. Fans didn't know what to believe anymore. Some sided with Travis, arguing that no amount of neglect justified emotional betrayal. Others sided with her, claiming fame and fortune had blinded him to his wife's needs. The internet was in chaos, and every new statement only fueled the fire. But the drama didn't end there. Just when everyone thought the worst had been revealed, Travis dropped another shocking revelation. He claimed that after their fights became unbearable, he discovered hidden bank transfers from their joint account money she had allegedly sent to someone else. It wasn't about the money, he said in another live. It was about the lies. How could I trust her after that? Fans gasped, commentators speculated, and both families scrambled to respond. Her family denied the allegations, calling them fabrications meant to tarnish her image. His family, however, stood by his side by insisting he had no reason to lie. The split wasn't just emotional anymore, it was financial, public, and messy. Lawyers got involved, and soon the tabloids were reporting every court filing, every hearing, every whispered accusation. Fans who once idolized the couple now saw them as two people locked in a bitter war, each determined to prove their version of the truth. And yet, even with all the chaos, Travis hinted that there was still more that hadn't come to light. "People think they know everything," he said cryptically during another interview. "But if the full truth came out, the world would understand why I had no choice but to end it." With those words, fans were left hanging on the edge of their seats, desperate to know what other secrets might be buried beneath the rubble of this broken marriage after Travis dropped that cryptic line about the full truth. Speculation reached a fever pitch. Fans and media outlets combed through every post, every interview, every photo, searching for hidden clues. What was Travis holding back? What could possibly be worse than emotional betrayal and secret bank transfers? The answer came in the form of a leaked interview clip from someone close to the couple, a former friend who claimed to have seen the darker side of their relationship. According to this insider, the arguments weren't just verbal sparring, they sometimes spiraled into explosive confrontations that left both of them emotionally shattered. You could feel the tension the moment you walked into their house, the source said. They would smile for the cameras. But behind closed doors, it was a war zone. Travis himself seemed to confirm this when he later admitted that the toxicity of their marriage was starting to bleed into every aspect of his life. He confessed that before big games, instead of focusing on strategy and training, his mind would spiral back to the last argument they'd had at home. Imagine going out there, supposed to be at your best, and all you can hear is your partner telling you that you're not enough, he said during one emotional moment in an interview. But the real bombshell came when Travis accused his wife of something far more shocking, using his name and fame to gain access to circles that were never hers to begin with. He claimed she had been networking behind his back, leveraging his connections to build her own brand without ever being upfront about it. I didn't mind supporting her dreams, he explained. But when I realized it was more about using me than loving me, I felt like I'd been played. Fans couldn't believe it. Some argued that every couple supports each other's ambitions, while others said this revelation painted her as manipulative and calculating. Once again, the internet erupted into debates, dissecting every angle of his claim. His wife, however, didn't stay silent. In a fiery response posted to her social media, she shot back with her own accusations. "I wasn't using him. I was trying to find myself while standing in the shadow of a man everyone worshipped. If wanting my own identity makes me the villain, then so be it." Her words struck a chord with many who sympathized with the struggles of living in someone else's spotlight. As the back and forth continued, fans noticed something even more peculiar. Certain friends who used to hang around both of them started choosing sides. Some unfollowed her on social media, clearly aligning with Travis. Others, however, posted supportive messages for her, saying things like, "Stay strong, queen. You deserve happiness too." The split wasn't just between the two of them anymore. It had fractured their entire circle of friends. The drama only escalated when a tabloid released what they claimed were court documents from their ongoing legal battle. The documents allegedly revealed arguments over property, endorsement money, and even custody of their two beloved dogs. Fans were floored to learn that even the pets had become part of the war. They can't even agree on who keeps the dogs. "That's heartbreaking," one commenter wrote. But the wildest twist was still to come. During a televised interview, Travis dropped a revelation that left the host stunned and the audience gasping. He claimed that one of the reasons he finally walked away was because of something she had confessed in the heat of an argument. According to him, she admitted she had never truly believed in their marriage from the start. "She told me I was just a chapter in her story, not the whole book," Travis said, his voice heavy with disbelief. How do you stay with someone after they say something like that? Those words spread like wildfire, turning into memes, tweets, and endless discussions. Fans debated whether she actually meant it or if it was just something said out of anger. Either way, the damage was irreversible. Meanwhile, her camp hit back harder than ever. In a lengthy interview, she accused Travis of painting himself as a saint while hiding his own flaws. She claimed he had a temper, that he shut her out emotionally, and that he made her feel small in ways no one ever saw. He talks about betrayal, but what about the nights I cried myself to sleep because he wouldn't even look at me after a loss? She said tearfully, "No one ever asks what it's like to be married to someone who belongs to the whole world but never fully to you." The divide grew even sharper. Her supporters rallied behind her vulnerability, praising her for speaking her truth. His fans doubled down, insisting she was twisting the narrative to protect her image. The battle lines were drawn, and neither side showed signs of backing down. Amid all this chaos, Travis's teammates and coaches voiced their concerns. One coach told reporters, "We just want him to focus on the game. But it's hard when your personal life is front-page news every day." Another teammate revealed he's hurting, man. You can see it. He tries to push through, but it's eating him alive. And then came another shocking twist: rumors of a tell-all book deal. Sources claimed that she had been approached by publishers eager to cash in on the scandal, offering her a hefty advance to spill every detail of their marriage. When asked about it, she neither confirmed nor denied, simply posting a cryptic message: "Maybe one day the truth will all come out." Fans were outraged. Some accused her of exploiting the breakup for money, while others argued that she had every right to share her side of the story. Meanwhile, Travis's camp reportedly scrambled to protect his reputation, fearing that the book could contain explosive claims that might damage his career. The feud had gone beyond personal. It was now a cultural moment, dissected by talk shows, debated on podcasts, and analyzed in countless reaction videos. Everyone had an opinion, but no one knew where the truth truly lay. And just when it seemed like the drama had reached its peak, a new rumor surfaced that threatened to blow everything apart. Whispers began circulating that Travis wasn't the only one considering exposing secrets. Insiders claimed that he was preparing a shocking public reveal that would finally explain why he used the words smash and dump when describing the end of his marriage. Fans held their breath, waiting for the next revelation, whatever Travis was about to expose. Everyone knew it had the potential to change everything, and the fallout would be nothing short of catastrophic. The world waited on edge for Travis to finally explain why he used the words smash and dump. And when he finally spoke, the shockwaves were even bigger than anyone imagined. He appeared in a sit-down interview, somber yet unflinching. After a long pause, he leaned forward and said, "People keep asking why I use those words. The truth is, by the time it all fell apart, I realized our marriage wasn't built on love anymore. It was built on lies, ego, and games. I smashed the illusion. I dumped the weight that was holding me down." Those words sent fans into a frenzy. To some, it sounded cruel. To others, it sounded like liberation. But Travis wasn't finished. He went on to reveal that in the final months of their marriage, he discovered things that cut deeper than betrayal. They made him question whether he ever truly knew the woman he married. According to Travis, she had been keeping secrets about her past, things she never told him, things he only uncovered through mutual acquaintances. It wasn't just about the messages or the fights, he explained. It was about realizing I had built my future with someone who had been hiding who she really was all along. While he refused to give specific details, insiders hinted that the secrets involved past relationships, debts, and unfinished business that had quietly seeped into their marriage. Fans speculated endlessly, filling social media with wild theories, each more dramatic than the last. Meanwhile, she fired back in a televised appearance of her own, accusing Travis of weaponizing her past to cover up his own shortcomings. "I told him everything that mattered," she said tearfully. "But instead of standing by me, he used it as an excuse to walk away. What does that say about the man he really is?" The back and forth had reached a boiling point, and even celebrities began chiming in. One reality TV star tweeted, "This is giving major toxic couple energy. They both need therapy, not cameras." Another commented, "Travis did what a lot of people are afraid to do. He walked away from something fake." Their opinions only added fuel to an already raging fire. Then came the dramatic twist that had everyone talking. A leaked voicemail allegedly from Travis to his wife in the final days of their marriage. In the recording, his voice cracked as he said, "I wanted us to work, but every time I tried, you pushed me further away. I'm done fighting for something you don't even want." The voicemail painted a vulnerable side of Travis that fans had rarely seen, sparking sympathy from many who believed he had truly tried to save the marriage. But supporters of his wife argued the voicemail only showed one piece of the puzzle. If he left messages like that, imagine what she had to endure when the cameras were off, one fan wrote. Once again, the internet was split right down the middle. The drama didn't just live online. Their legal battle intensified, with lawyers exchanging heated statements on behalf of their clients. Rumors spread that the divorce proceedings were some of the messiest in recent celebrity history, with disputes over property, brand deals, and even royalties from projects they had once collaborated on. Insiders revealed that both sides had accused the other of breaching confidentiality agreements, turning the courtroom into yet another battlefield. And just when everyone thought the scandal couldn't get any bigger, Travis made one last explosive claim. During a press conference after a game, a reporter asked him directly, "You could sum up why you left in one sentence? What would it be?" Without hesitation, Travis replied, "Because I realized I was sleeping next to a stranger." The room fell silent. Reporters scrambled to write down his words, and within minutes, the quote was trending worldwide. Memes, reaction videos, and think pieces flooded the internet. The phrase "sleeping next to a stranger" became the new rallying cry for his supporters. While critics accused him of humiliating his wife for clout, his wife, however, refused to let that statement go unanswered. In a fiery post, she declared, "I may have been a stranger to him, but that's because he never truly tried to know me." Her words, raw and unapologetic, resonated with many who believed she had been unfairly vilified. The battle lines were now so firmly drawn that reconciliation seemed impossible. Families remained divided, friends were forced to pick sides, and fans continued to debate who was right and who was wrong. One thing, however, was undeniable. Their marriage had become less about love and more about a public spectacle that neither could escape. Yet, in the middle of all the chaos, one haunting question remained. Did either of them actually win? Travis had freed himself from what he called a toxic marriage, but he admitted to feeling the weight of loneliness. His wife had defended her dignity, but she faced a storm of public scrutiny that showed no signs of slowing down in quieter moments. Sources close to Travis revealed that he sometimes looked back on the good memories with sadness. "He's not heartless," one insider said. "He remembers the laughter, the love, the plans they made. But he also knows that version of them is gone forever." For her part, she reportedly told friends that despite everything, she once truly loved him. "It's just sad that love wasn't enough," she confided. The scandal, the secrets, and the heartbreak had left everyone stunned. Fans who once idolized them as couple goals were forced to confront the messy reality behind the fairy tale. The story of Travis Hunter and his wife wasn't just about a breakup, had become a symbol of how love, fame, and ambition can collide in the most explosive ways. And as the dust settled, one thing was certain: the fallout from this smash and dump would be remembered as one of the most dramatic celebrity sagas of the decade. And there you have it, the whirlwind saga of Travis Hunter and the shocking end to his 3-year marriage. What started as a picture-perfect love story turned into a public battlefield filled with betrayal, accusations, and revelations that no one saw coming. Fans are still divided. Families remain fractured, and the truth, depending on which side you believe, still buried somewhere between his words and hers. Was Travis right to smash the illusion and dump the weight, as he so bluntly put it? Or did he cross a line by airing out private battles in front of millions? On the other hand, was his wife a victim of neglect, simply searching for her own identity in a marriage overshadowed by fame? Or was she playing a game from the very beginning, using his spotlight to carve out her own? The questions are endless, and the answers might never come. But one thing is clear: this breakup isn't just another celebrity split. It's a cautionary tale of love, loyalty, and the heavy cost of living life in the public eye. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you believe Travis made the right decision to walk away? Do you think his wife was misunderstood and unfairly judged? Or do you think both of them share equal blame for the downfall of their marriage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a conversation everyone has an opinion on. Make sure to hit that like button if you've been following this roller coaster of drama from the start. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next shocking twist in the world of celebrity chaos. Your support keeps us bringing you the stories that keep fans everywhere talking. And trust me, with the way things are going, this isn't the last time we'll be hearing from Travis Hunter. Last time we'll be hearing from Travis Hunter.